I'm back with more flower bombs. Okay, so this one I want to go all out, like crazy, 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 all out. I'm going to add in more flowers from the background. I still want it to be painterly. I still want it to be fine art, but all out, crazy. So first thing is the basics. Let's have a zoom around. What is that thread? That is annoying. Right, so let's zoom around. This hand here, this thumb is just sneaking in where we don't want it. I'm not as offended by the other one, although we could try and generative fill that out just to see what it does. But that one on the edge was bugging me a little bit. So we're going to sort that first. The original image, I had more of the arm, but I liked where it sort of sat as a crop where it is now. So, we make these decisions as we go. This shoot, I got so much out of this shoot. I loved it. I had so much fun. I was buzzing for like a week. You just get those images. That's perfect. Should we try this one? Let's have a go. Let's see what it does. Yeah, when you get those shoots or that shot or that something where you're just like, this is why I do what I do. This is perfect. And totally loving it. Absolutely loving it. I'm going through a floral phase. I think I want to do more creative floral kind of shoots for a bit. Get it out my system. But I'm looking forward to the sun. Oh, that's all right. I'm looking forward to the sun coming out. And I think we'll go with them. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Because we're not going to notice from up here anyway. I'm looking forward to the sun coming out and just being able to actually get out and about and do some ethereal fantasy sort of stuff on the move would be lovely. Okay, let's do my skin edit. My skin edit that I add is a mixture of surface blur and high pass. Couldn't think of the word then. And I do it in a lot of my other videos, but you'll find it really easy in my other videos. And I just have that saved as an action so I can use it. It only works when I'm looking at doing images that are sort of half body, mid body. If I'm doing something that's full length or I'm doing something that's an extreme close up, I manually rewrite this. But for about this distance, my preset works. And it's also customizable. If I want to go into it and change any bits, I can do that. But I already know this is written absolutely perfect for this. Right, let's remove a tiny bit on there. Oh, where are you? There's that little line, and that is just bugging me. There we go. That's softened. Okay, so I'm loving these colours. I think they're beautiful. And I'm going to do a 50% layer. So new layer, soft light 50%. Done. Move that right to the top outside this group. Help me out here. Get out the group. Am I being dumb? There we go. Couldn't get the grip. And I'm going to just go across the cheek at the top. And I'm not doing a lot. I'm really just enhancing the light that's already there. That's always what I do, is enhance what is already there. I do always say I'm a photographer, not an editor, although my edits, of course, make a difference. I like to do my lighting as good as I can in camera. There we go. So see, it's not done a lot, just a tiny amount. Okay, right, eyes. I want to enhance the eyes. We're going to add an adjustment layer with the levels, up the mid-tones, bring that contrast back down, invert my mask, and just bosh into the eyes there. And then I'm going to invert the pupil. Ooh, totally missed that. Let's zoom in and actually pay attention to what I'm doing, shall I? Because then that brings it back to the same sort of contrast that it was before. Okay, so I'm loving that. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I might do, just before I move on with it, selective color, go into my cyans and just play on this background a little bit. Oh, I like the purple, I like the blue. Oh, that's going to toy with me. Yeah, I'm liking, oh, okay, yeah, I like that. That's really nice. Just enhanced a little bit. Right, okay, so let's have a go. I have some backgrounds here, some floral backgrounds that I have AI generated, and I've AI generated them in all different sorts of types of flowers, different things. That's creepy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag them, because I'm behind the skin edit, I'm going to drag them on here, and let's put them right at the top, shall we? And I'm going to change my layer setting to probably overlay, soft light, lighten, and screen. It's going to be along those depending on which floral one I'm using. But let's have a click through what we're looking for. Something like that, where the flower is standing out from the background. Now, I want to enhance that a bit more. So I'm going to hit my erase button, hit the erase, go to erase it and just click OK, because that just rasterizes the layer very quickly. You can right click and rasterize it if you want, but that's what I do. Hit Control L, and by reducing the shadows, the background is going to vanish a little bit more, and I can choose where I want that. And now if I hit Control U, I can play with the hue of this and figure out I want pinks, pull that saturation down, matching the rest of my image, and then grab a mask, invert, and start painting. And we're just going to blob some in here. Now, I'm actually not looking for this to look realistic. We are painterly, we are fantasy. This is something that an artist would have just thrown in the background for the fun of it. And this isn't the only thing we're going to do either. I want to add even more flowers in. Let's come through. I'm not being too careful around the background, and I will go in and have a look. Ugh, that's bright. I will go in and have a look. So I've got a little overlap up on the leaf. A few overlaps up there, but that's quite good. I'm actually going to erase the bits down here, because I think we'll do that on another layer. And I'll erase that a little bit. Cool, good start. Next, I'm going to go with this one. I do tend to know what's on these quite a lot because I've used them before. And we're going to go, yeah, lighten and rasterize our layer again. Hue, because I want my pastel pinks like that. Now on this one, I'm looking at the bottom, because these I'm not planning on adding up here. I'm planning on enhancing just down the bottom like this, and just creating, I'm probably going to take that one out. That was bigger than I thought. Add those. Let's remove this one. And add a few from here. Okay, I'm going to turn the opacity of that down. Turn the opacity of that one. And I'm going to go one more time for another one on the top. What should we go with? Oh, let's go with some of these. They all do a slightly different thing. So, do you know what? No, that's too big. When I got it on there, they were too large. I think I need smaller flowers for the top. So let's go up here. And same again. Hue. Should have done my layer first. Saturation. Lighten. And let's figure out I can move that to where I want it. Yep. Mask, invert, start adding in. As I said, this is not designed to be realistic. I am not adding these to go like, oh yeah, that is exactly what it would look like. I am adding these because I want it to be over the top. That white one is annoying. There we go. Let's come down to there. Cool. Okay, so we have loads of flowers. It's absolute overkill, like total overkill, but it is totally giving us that painterly vibe. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add an adjustment layer that's a solid color. And I'm going to go into my cyans and, well, blue cyan, around that tealy kind of colors. And I'm going to go on lighten. And now what that's going to do is it's going to add color in just the shadows. Now, if it doesn't look right when you do this, double click and go darker, go lighter, and find where you want to be. It will be different on every image. You will always usually figure out, you'll get it wrong first and then you'll tweak it. So I'm going to come into here. If I click OK on that, turn that off and on, you can see it just affects my shadows. It is affecting nothing but my shadows. Now I'm going to turn my opacity down a little bit, but using that mask, I'm going to just get the eyes back to where it was so that that face has stayed the same. Awesome. Loving that. Okay, now I'm going to add a gradient. I'm going to add a radial gradient as I like, reverse it. Let's play with our color. It's going to be a dark blue. We know it's going to be a dark blue. In there, perfect. Click OK on that. Let's have a look. Scale, I think I'm happy. Oh, God. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Click OK and go on my layer settings and have a play, see where we like it. Now, you can use this to do what I'm about to do. I'm darkening the edges like this, but you can also use it to lighten the edges if you want to have the opposite effect and just sort of mattify those edges a little bit more. I'm just going to go into soft light and go into there and draw into that bit. Oh, it's a lot of flowers. It's a lot going on. I do like it. I'm going back down to my contour layer and I'm just going to tone down that rose. It's funny what bugs you when you've looked at it for a while. Okay, I really like that. I think that's actually doing what I want. It's, as I said, not for everyone. It's a bit over the top. I'm a bit over the top. I kind of like it like that. I like a bit extra. It still feels very painterly. And I'm just going to play with my opacities a little bit more in those flowers because I don't really want them in, like overly intense. I don't want them to disappear either. There we go. And I just wanted that balance with stuff going on in the background. And you can keep layering up, adding as much as you want. It can be quite cool. But I think that looks really, really nice. Tell you what, let's have a look. Selective colour. And it's doing it. Let's put it right at the top. And I'm going to add another layer. And I'm going to go colour balance, shadows. And now just play with those tones a little bit more. And add a bit of pink into the highlights. A little bit of yellow. Yeah. So there's another flower bomb. Totally different way of doing it yet again. I love creating these. I love doing these sort of edits. It's something a bit extra. It's a fantasy, mystical kind of thing. So I just thoroughly enjoy myself with them. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope that's been helpful. And I will see you guys next time.